I found some stuff at the back of a shelf here that I forgot I had, and I'm going to try it out on this ash bowl. Right then, on the lathe I have this ash core. It's about 13 by 4, and it's gone a bit warped, so I have to straighten that out. And then what this is about is my wife bought me these, must be a couple of years ago. They're Hampshire Sheen Embellishing Waxes, and I put them on a shelf here. Never got around to using them. I was clearing off the shelves to do snow, so I can do snowmen, and I came across them and went, I must actually try them. So what we're going to try today is the blue one. But first thing I gotta do is get this bowl like usable. So I'm going to excuse me, I'm going to round it off. Let me get going on this. Right then, I'm hoping that all that grain stays open. It's going to need a bit of sanding, but I'll actually burn it as well. Get the inside turned as well. Flat so it's easier to go into. As I said, I'm not worried about finished cuts at the moment. I don't know if I've said that in this video, but anybody who's watched the channel a while knows I don't worry about finished cuts until I'm actually doing a finished cut. Now I have to move this camera slightly. Yeah, I'm just going to check the outside of this a bit more. I thought I spotted something there. I did. Right, I'm going to have to cut the outside of this again because there's a little chip there. And if I'm going to be using embellishing wax on this, that little chip is going to show up big time. seems to be a section just here that's chipping out really bad. Right, now let's try push cut on this, because that is not working. I don't know what is causing this. It's just there in one part. I spotted it when I was cutting the rim here. I spotted that chip. It's just in one part. The rest of it's perfect. Is it better? Yeah. This one needs to be cut backwards. Right, it seems to have sorted out that, but the cut down here is not good. So I'm going to do a push with a side bevel just to hold it on still. Still there in certain places. That is really weird. There's just something really funny in just that one part. Getting on, right? Yeah, shape's okay. Right, now we go back to hollowing this. I'm glad I spotted that chip. Right then, we get this sanded. Then we'll try out these fancy waxes. So I'll do that, be back in a sec. Right now, just as the wax is drying, I realised the mic wasn't plugged in when I started to do the burning. Right. What I was saying was, what I was trying to do was burn just the grain. Right, but it's ash, so it's very open grained on the end grains. I was also saying that I don't in particularly like this. I don't know if I've done something wrong, because first time I tried to use it, I watched a couple of videos. Anybody who does use this embellishing wax a lot, feel free to chime in, right? And if I've done something wrong, correct me. But I'm not liking the colour on the outside. I like wood, right? The only colour I ever use on bowls is when I do the black on the outside of the Spanish chestnut bowls, because I think that really pops. But this, I'm not super fond of it at all. Right, so I'll start buffing this off. And I might even go as far as not taking this off the chuck, because I may well recut the outside of this to get rid of that blue, because I really do not like it. Yeah, sorry about forgetting to plug the mic in there. I had to go inside for something to light the blowtorch, and I forgot to plug the mic back in. So sorry about that. As I said, I think I might leave this one on the chuck, because I think I will probably end up cutting that blue back off, because I really don't like it. Or is it one of those things that grows on you? No, I just don't like it. Look at that, isn't that beautiful in there? But the outside, not so much. Right then, this has been basically sitting in the chuck overnight, and I've been thinking about it. Shout out to my wife, she likes the colour on the outside. Had a look at a couple of more videos, and actually watched Martin's one, which is something I should have done. Martin has done a set of 2-minute tutorials on how to use all this stuff, and do you remember I said I wasn't going to put any sanding sealer on it? Apparently I should have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip this all off. I'm just going to 80 grit all of this off, right, because there's a finish on that now. And I'm going to try it again, right? So I'll get on to stripping off, and I'll be back in a second. Right then, I've cleaned all that off, and I've sanded it to 400, which is what Martin recommends to do in his video. Then he recommends that you blast it clean with air, making sure that you clean out the grain. So I'm going to do that now. Then what he says to do is put on one single coat of sanding sealer. So this is something I should have done before I started this, was actually watch Martin's video. But we all live and learn. Right, So one coat of sanding sealer going on. Try not to get it on the finished inside. You still see little bits of blue on it I didn't get. But the reason I didn't cut it and I sanded it was because it has warped a bit overnight. And the bowl would be way too thin if I actually cut it again. Yet again, if you've been on the channel a while, you know I don't particularly like really thin balls. They don't sell. Right, then we will spin that up and we will let that dry. So let that dry and I'll be back in a sec. Right, then the sanding sealer is dry, and now it's just a case of put the wax on, rubbing it well in. Now, hopefully the way this will work will be the way I had it in my head, and I just done it wrong. That it will only hold in the grain. I love that rim. I don't want that rim going blue at all. Still a little bit of the burn there. It didn't sand out. That's probably where the warp is. Make sure it's worked well in. Right then. Make sure it's off of there. Spin it up. Start buffing it off. No, it still smears all over the place. Right, I'm going to give that a second coat because it's more blue in places than other. So I'm going to hit it again. If we could just get it like an even coat of blue over it instead of its patchiness, Martin, if you're watching this and I'm doing something wrong, will you tell me, mate, please? See the way it's patchy everywhere. Am I putting too much on or something? Start clean that off a bit. So look, that's a little more even. Alright. Bits in it though. I don't have to recut that top to get the blue off. Try and get all the blue off the top here, off the rim. Nearly. I'd like to open this ceiling here because look a little bit more even. That looks better than it did yesterday. It's not as patchy as it was yesterday. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh. So I keep buffing it until no blue comes off. Right. I'm going to give that a top coat of high gloss. And we give it a buff. Now I'm liking this better than I liked it yesterday because there's a more even. It's not as patchy looking. Didn't like it the way I did it yesterday, but then again that's probably down to how I used it. The stuff itself is fantastic. Like it does exactly what it says it's going to do. But I don't colour wood much, so this could just be a matter of personal preference. Right, so we leave that spinning up. I'll be back when I'm buffing it off. Alright then, just buffing the wax off. It turned out better than yesterday, but I'm still not sure. I think, as I said, the wax itself is working perfectly, and it's a great product because it does exactly what it's supposed to do. But I don't think I like colour on the outside or colour on wood. It could just be that it's a personal preference thing. The product itself does exactly what it's supposed to do. Yeah, just down in the comments, stick whether you prefer colour on wood or just wood. Right, I'll take this off now, do the base, and I'll give you a better look at it. Right, so I'll do that and I'll be back in a sec. Right, and there it is. It's roughly 12.5 by 3.5. As I said earlier on, drop it down in the comments. Do you like colour on wood or do you not like colour on wood? Is there certain woods you would colour and is there certain woods you wouldn't? Like, I'd never dream of colouring tiger wood. Right, if I butchered that, Martin, I'm sorry. As I said, it's my first shot at using this stuff. Correct me if I was wrong in places, which I doubtless was. I said I just came across it. The product itself is fantastic. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. I think the colour thing is just a matter of preference with me. I don't like colouring wood. I was actually going to strip this one off, but then my wife said she liked it, so we'll give it a shot and see what happens with it. So if you like that one, I got out of it. If you wouldn't mind clicking like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one.